Spending the day up here at the old mod garage today. But I've got a little bit of explaining to do. So some of you guys may have seen that Karma is posted for sale. It's not something that I particularly want to do, but it's something that we kind of have to do. So for us to continue to grow and expand, we need to free up some money. And the only, people are telling me to sell the 6-cylinder. I refuse to sell that car. I will not sell that car ever. So Karma is up for sale. I want to move into a shop space. Financially speaking, it's not a smart idea to move into a shop space while having this car when I can free up some funds to do so. I also want to, and I've told you guys this before, I also want to move into other, I guess, categories or areas of like the automotive world. I want to learn how to tune. That's one thing I've wanted to do. So I want to pick up a car that I can learn to tune on. I want to pick one up that I can also learn to fabricate and weld on and continue to grow and expand my knowledge of cars and other stuff. Plus, there's a lot of other cars that I want to own in my life. And not only Subarus. Keep in mind that I've had like 25 plus Subarus, whether it's WRXs, STIs, FRSs, BRZs, Foresters, you name, Imprezas, you name it, I've had it probably. And I want to try something new. I love Karma to death. I love this car with all of my being. However, I want to try something new. I could keep the car and move into a shop space, but I don't want to put myself in a financial situation where it's just not a smart idea, if that makes sense to you guys. We're still taking this car to the track. We're going to the track this weekend to go see what it'll put down in a quarter mile, because I did say I want to do that, and we are going to do that. I'm already on registration. I already have a spot, so we are definitely going to the track this Sunday. Alex and a couple other people are going to be showing up too, so it should be a fun time on Sunday. However, it's just, I don't know, it's just time. In a perfect world, if we were all millionaires, I would keep the car, move into a shop space, continue to get other cars, but it's financially speaking, it's just not a feasible thing to do. The channel will always still include Subarus. Don't get me wrong, the BRZ is still coming to the channel. The 17 STI, which channel's always gonna have Subarus on it. Keep that in mind. So Karma is for sale. And no one's picked up on the price point. I have the car listed for $31,415.90. If you guys get it, it's pi, 3.14159. Big brain energy over here. But I'll be sad. I will miss this car, and I will regret selling this car. I'm fully aware of that, and I do know that. But to move forward, to continue expanding, and to continue growing, just got to do it. Some of you are going to be upset. It's totally fine. It's totally understandable. But keep in mind, we've done everything to this car that I've ever wanted to do to an 05 STI. When I bought this car, I originally wanted an Evo, but I came across this one. I always wanted a Blaubai. Blaubai was the only generation I'd never owned. And we finally got one. And we've done everything to it that I've ever wanted to do, absolutely ever. We flared it, put a big turbo on it, went rotated, made a lot of power, made the interior how I want, made the exterior how I want. I'm happy with it. And I hope whoever buys the car treats it well and good, just like I did. But if you guys are interested in the car and you are inquiring about purchasing it, email me. I'll put my email down in the description below. However, like I said, today we're up at the mod garage. I got another engine to put together. I got another car to put together. So here we've got the project for today. This is an 06 STI I've been working on in the background. This one's got an IAG block in it. I don't remember what stage. Stock turbo, top feed conversion to ID1050s, AOS, you know, the works, the basic bolt-on package kind of thing. Today we should be finishing this thing up. I need to get this power steering pump swapped out. We just got the new one yesterday for it. Get the alternator thrown back in, button everything up, get some fluids in it, start it up, burp it, we'll get the tune loaded on it, then do all that stuff. So let's get this thing knocked out real quick. It's been a couple days since I've worked on this thing, so I got to remember where I picked up. I think I got one more fuel line to make for in here too. So for the most part, I've got this engine put back together and done. Parent front mount is put back in. I don't like the parent front mount. I've never been a fan of it. A lot of people, for some reason, run them. Is that the chicken? Can I see that? Just toss it here.
Oh yeah, baby.
Why is it textured? Is it ribbed for your pleasure?
For my pleasure.
If the car explodes when I go to start it, please just squeak this on the microphone 100 times. Just. Thing's way too fun. So,
I'll let you know if there's any fuel leaks. You'll just hear.
yeah, I gotta check for fuel leaks still, so. I gotta plug in the crank position sensor, reconnect the fuel pump controller. The base tune's already loaded on there. I've already got oil pressure built. This thing should be pretty much ready to go. Assuming there's going to be a check engine light for the evap solenoid. I already know that because we're missing the diaphragm for the solenoid. I have a new solenoid in there, but the owner of this car wants to keep it in there because the shop that he's getting it tuned at just won't turn off the codes, which kind of sucks, but is what it is. So just to give you guys a quick walk through, we have all of our fuel lines done. Our fuel pressure regulator is right down there. I still have access to be able to read the gauge. Front mount is put back in. I have a temporary battery in here right now. The big thing with this parent front mount that I just don't like is the way that all these piping like up here routes, they're matching the throttle body size to 3" instead of going down to 2.5 like everyone else does. Then on this side they actually do have 2.5. It's just a weird setup. I don't like it. It pinches a lot of lines up here. Like that kind of concerns me a little bit, but there's just not a whole lot of room right there. Same with the AOS. It just doesn't fit well with the IAG AOS back up here, but let's get this thing plugged back in. Let's get it started. Hopefully it don't blow up. Don't do a blow up job. So I literally got the car started, as you guys saw. It was idling, it was doing pretty good. AF correction was pretty far off from where it needed to be, so that kind of led me to the fact that we had a vacuum leak. We originally were going to delete the evap solenoid in this car, but the owner wanted to end up keeping the solenoid, got it back in, got the purge valve back in, got everything buttoned up on that, went to start the car, and then we were getting a crankshaft position sensor circuit low, which was an indication, hey, maybe it's not plugged in all the way, or something, maybe the sensor itself is bad. So we're gonna replace the sensor, but as we were trying to put the plug back into the sensor, it literally just exploded and shit itself. So as I was going through here, we're plugging it in, you can kind of see it down there. No, you can't see it at all. What am I saying? The sensor right down there, the sensor itself is probably bad anyways because we're getting a low input on there, but the harness itself exploded into like 5 pieces. So we're gonna end up hitting up iWire to get something resolved for that, but aside from that, this car is 100% done. We have oil pressure, it was idling, we still need to burp the cooling system, the tune's loaded on here, but it's done, this one's done. Dude, it's so frustrating that I couldn't get that. It's so frustrating having the small issues come up with older STIs like that as I'm working on them. Nothing I can do, we're gonna get the parts ordered, we're gonna get that Hawkeye done, but one less car to have to worry about, one less car to build. Now, in the event that for some reason nobody out there wants to buy this car, if it doesn't sell, I'm gonna rewrap it white. I'm probably gonna bag it, like continue to drive it around. We won't end up getting a shop, so it is what it is. For us to be able to expand and grow, we gotta sell the car. If we don't sell the car, we can't do that right now, and it may be delayed another 6 to 7 months. So we'll see. But swing back down to the house before traffic gets hella bad. Today, I just wanted to knock out this engine build, which is why I didn't really film too much of it. You guys have seen me put together so many motors at this point. Karma! Hello, baby girl! Yeah, I'm gonna miss that car if it sells. I don't even know if it's gonna sell or not. It may sell. I'm not really one to budge on price with that car, so if it doesn't sell, it's whatever, we'll figure it out. If it does sell, it'll make life a lot easier for us. Like I said, if it doesn't sell, I'm gonna bag it, I'm gonna wrap it white, I'm gonna do a wingless trunk on it, I'm gonna make it look super clean and like super incognito. Plus I kind of miss having bags, but that's beside the point. Anyways, the main point of this video was to kind of disclose to you guys that the car is for sale. If it sells, it would be nice, it would make life a lot easier. If it doesn't sell, like I said, it's not the end of the world. I just want to continue to grow, I want to continue to expand, and I want to continue to learn. Like, tuning is something that I want to do. If possible, I'd like to pick up like an 02, 03 WRX and learn to tune on one of those, as well as snag a new platform to build on. The main point of the WRX, or like a Forester XT, I don't really care, any turbo Subaru, just to be able to learn how to tune on. But the main premise is I want to build a new platform. I want to get a shop. Like, as much as I love the garage and how much stuff we've done in the garage, I need more space. Like, it is getting like out of control with the little amount of space that we actually have in here. Like right now, we have enough room for like one car in here to fit comfortably. Before we could do two, but now it's to the point where it's like, hey, we're like out of shop space and we need more room. Wasn't even recording, I was just talking to the camera. I guess that was a practice run, and I don't even remember what I said. So honestly, with the 17 STI coming back, that car will be ready for pickup next Saturday or Sunday, and that's going to be my major focus for a while, to get that car idling and running again. The car's been in fabrication for 6 months, and I'm ready to keep going on it and get it alive because I miss that car. I want to drive that car. I want to see what that 6-cylinder sounds like, and I want to see what it has in store for us. After it comes back, all the exhaust stuff has to come off that car, get sent out for coating. I need to order sensors. I don't want to order any sensors till I have the car here, so that way I can cross-reference the sensor with the engine just to make sure everything's going to be like compatible. Got to make an engine harness for it, put the flares on it. There's so much stuff that has to happen with that car. But anyways, it's really all I got for you guys on this one. The main point of this video is to let you know Karma is for sale. If she sells, it'd make life easier. If she doesn't, we'll figure something out. But that's all I got for you guys on this one. I'm not going to tell you to like the video if you like the video, but if you like the video, if you're excited for what the future has in store for us, of growing, expanding, continuing to learn, and continuing to grow, because that's the main point of this channel, is being able to push what we can do within just learning. You guys have seen it from when I started the channel. I was struggling to install injectors. Now we can build engines. We can do almost any install you can think of. We're learning to weld right now. There's so much stuff that I want to continue to do. I'm trying to learn to tune. I need to get a car to be able to practice tuning on, to see real-time changes, and I don't trust myself enough to do it on the 05. So if you're excited for what the future has in store for us, go ahead, like the video. If not, you don't have to. I am expecting some dislikes on this video because nobody wants to see Karma go. Hell, I don't want to see Karma go. And I've spent literal blood, sweat, and tears on that car, and that car has dinged my wallet so many times, but it's for the future, and I'm always one to try to look ahead as far as I can. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys on this one. We're going to be going out to the track this weekend. Like I said, I'm excited to see what Karma will put down in a quarter mile, because we built the car. I want to see what it can do. So with that, I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, homies. Woo!